Wars have shaped the course of human history, altering the destiny of nations and forging the world we know today. Welcome to Military Mind, where we chronologically explore the most significant military events of the modern era. Our journey begins in southern Africa at the turn of the 20th century. The Second Boer War was more than just a colonial skirmish, it was a conflict that introduced tactics and strategies we still see in modern warfare. This war marked the beginning of a bloody century of conflict. Let's dive into the story. The Second Boer War, fought between the British Empire and two independent Boer republics, the South African Republic, commonly known as the Transvaal, and the Orange Free State, was a conflict driven by power, greed, and survival. By the late 19th century, southern Africa had become a region of immense importance. The discovery of diamonds and gold in Boer-controlled territories attracted global attention. For the British Empire, these resources were too valuable to leave in the hands of independent Boer states. British expansionism clashed with Boer resistance. The Boers, descendants of Dutch settlers, valued their independence and pastoral lifestyle, but the British sought to unite southern Africa under their control. Tensions grew, fueled by economic competition and ethnic divides, until war became inevitable. On October 11, 1899, war erupted. The Boers, aware of British military might, launched a preemptive strike, laying siege to key British towns such as Ladysmith, Kimberley, and Mafeking. Early on, the Boers outmaneuvered the British, using their knowledge of the terrain and innovative guerrilla tactics. This led to the infamous Black Week in December 1899, where the British suffered a series of humiliating defeats at battles like Stormberg, Margersfontein, and Colenso. The Boers were led by capable commanders such as Louis Botha and Koos de la Reye, who understood that traditional frontal assaults against a stronger opponent would be futile. The British Empire, stung by early losses, responded with overwhelming force. Over 400,000 troops were deployed, making this the largest British military operation of the time. Under leaders like Lord Roberts and Lord Kitchener, they shifted strategies to counter Boer guerrilla tactics. The British implemented a scorched earth policy, destroying farms and capturing livestock to deny the Boers resources. They built a network of blockhouses to restrict Boer movements and established concentration camps for Boer civilians, where over 26,000, mostly women and children, died from disease and malnutrition. These measures were brutal but effective. By 1902, Boer resistance had been crushed. On May 31, 1902, the Treaty of Vereeniging was signed. The Boer republics were absorbed into the British Empire, but the cost of victory was high, for both sides. Over 22,000 British soldiers and 34,000 Boer fighters died. The war devastated Boer society and left lasting scars. Yet, it also planted the seeds of Afrikaner nationalism, which would later lead to the apartheid era in South Africa. For the British, the war exposed weaknesses in their military and marked the beginning of a shift towards modern warfare. Lessons learned in logistics, counterinsurgency, and the harsh realities of total war would shape their approach in the decades to come. The Second Boer War was not just a colonial conflict. It was a prelude to the 20th century's far bloodier battles. Guerrilla warfare, civilian involvement, and the industrialization of war, in all first seen here, would come to define modern conflicts. The war also sowed geopolitical tensions that contributed to the larger struggles ahead. Less than 12 years after the Treaty of Vereeniging, Europe would plunge into an even greater conflict, the First World War. In our next episode, we'll step onto the fields of Europe and explore how old alliances, imperial ambitions, and the assassination of a single man led to the deadliest war the world had ever seen. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, share, and subscribe to join us on our journey through military history. See you in the next episode.